Okay, sorry the batteries died. Now, after you substitute into the other equation, all right, you then have one equation with one variable, which you now need to test your Algebra 1 skills to solve. Now, I have 2x minus, now this is 3 times 4. I can write that as 12x. Okay, that's equal to 10. Okay, combine like terms. 2x minus 12x is negative 10x, and that's equal to 10. Okay, divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10. X is negative 1. And what I can do is I can put that right here. Because x value is negative 1, that's going to be part of my coordinate. Now, can anybody just tell me what the y value might be?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Negative 4. Negative 4. Okay. Look at my first equation. Y equals 4x. We just found x to be negative 4.
Negative 1.
So you plug this, I'm sorry, negative 1, right? So you take the negative 1, you put it right here. This is 4 times negative 1, or negative 4. So we're done with the problem. Mr. Livesey.
You just added a y, so you get the 4x.
That's correct.
That's easy.
Yep, just go back to the original equation and you can find out what the other one's going to be. Alright, let's try it again.
What if you had to add a fraction?
Oh, that's fine. Fractions are easy now. You can just plug the fraction in and substitute. Alright, let's try it again. A little bit more difficult this time. Write this down. Q is equal to 3p minus 1. 3p minus 2q is equal to negative 4.
So we're solving for Q?
Now, q is actually already solved for. Look, get a variable by itself.
Right.
Don't I have q equals?
Right.
That's good. All right? Now, let's do this. In order to solve the problem, I want to put this in the form of a point. Alphabetical order. What comes first, q or p?
P.
P. So I'm going to write this as P, comma, Q when I'm done. I don't care which one you find first, it doesn't matter. Find one, you can plug it in and find the other. Now, Q equals 3P minus 1. You are going to rewrite the other equation. Alright, and here's how I remember this. You got Q equals. You leave Q out when you rewrite the other equation, like this. 3P minus 2Q is equal to negative 4. Q is left with a set of parentheses. And make sure that you use parentheses because you're going to have to distribute sometimes, like in this problem. What is Q?
3p minus 1.
Okay.
Q is 3p minus 1. And this is 3p minus 2q, so 3p minus 1 goes here. Make sense? Now, let's eliminate the parentheses by distributing. 3p, okay, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6p. Careful, negative 2 times a negative 1 is a positive 2, and that's equal to negative 4. What do you want to do next?
Ooh, put the 3p and the negative 6p together.
What does that make?
Negative 3p plus 2 equals negative 4.
Negative 3p plus 2 equals negative 4. Subtract 2, subtract 2.
Negative 3p equals 0.
No.
Negative 6, negative 3. 3p equals
Negative
2.
6.
Negative 6, thank you.
Equals 2.
And when you divide by negative 3 on both sides, negative 6 divided by negative 3 says p is equal to positive 2, and you go up to the top and you put that right there.
So 6 minus 1.
Now, you have one 10-second step left to do because we're not done yet. How do you find out what Q is?
Plug it in. Just
Go back to the original equation, right? If Q equals 3p minus 1, p is 2, we just found it. That's 3 times 2 minus 1, which is 6, minus 1, so 2 comma 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. Alright? Can we try one more time on method number 2? And then we'll move to method number 3. So we'll put this up here. Write this down. X plus 3y is equal to 12. Negative 2x plus 4y is equal to 9.
Wait, so is this x3?
Yes, it is. X3. Alright, what's wrong with this?
Y is not by itself.
Y is not by itself.
Correct. Or x is not by itself, is it? I can choose a variable, any variable that I want, doesn't matter. Do we have any suggestions?
Subtract x. The first one.
Subtract minus x.
Which one do you want to get by itself?
Yeah.
Top
The
x.
first one.
Why?
The first one, which?
X
The first one, I have an x and a y. Which one?
You want to get rid of x so you can get y.
Okay, well, you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. May I suggest getting this x by itself since there's not a number out in the front?
That's what I was saying.
Right? Here, if you're going to get this y by itself, you're going to be dividing by 3 and you're going to have thirds. If you're going to get this y by itself, you're going to be dividing by 4 and you're going to have fractions or fourths. Here you're going to have halves. That's not good. Here you have one thing to do. Get this x by itself by subtracting 3y from both sides. Okay? So my new equation, x equals 12 minus 3y. There it is. Now what are we going to do?
Hey, I wasn't done writing.
I'm sorry. Good thing it's on a video.
Question.
Go ahead. Ask it.
That's not in a formula though.
Why not? You're right, but it doesn't matter because we're not graphing it.
So all you gotta do is get a variable by
Get
itself.
any variable by itself that you like the best.
And it does not matter what formula it is.
That's right.
Alright, cool.
Now, what's the step? Substitute the equation into the other equation. Okay? So I got x equals here. I plug it into the other equation. Negative 2x. Leave x out. Why do I leave x out? Because it's x is by itself. Plus 4y is equal to 9.
12 minus.
What goes in the parentheses?
12 minus 3y.
12 minus 3y. Okay? 12 minus 3y goes in parentheses. Okay, Sherman, I'm sorry. Sorry. Good.
You know, I was actually, like, the last lesson, I was actually thinking about doing that.
Good. Well, you were a step ahead of the game. Okay? What do I do here? Distribute. Negative 2 times 12, is that negative 24?
Mm-hmm.
Negative 2 times negative 3, is that a positive 6y?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4y is equal to 9. This demonstrates why we're doing this in the first place, because graphing is not always the best way to go. Graphing is a terrible idea, especially with this. Okay? Look at,
So 10.
what is 6y plus 4y, Underwood?
10.
10y. Okay, so let's write this as 10y. Now see that 24? Can we bring it over? Add 24. Okay, add 24. Okay, let's see, 9 plus 24. Be careful, Mr. Drinkwine, that's 33, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yep. Mr. Drinkwine, tell the camera an easy way to divide something by 10. Mr. Drinkwine, what is 33 divided by 10 going to be?
3.3.
3.3. Just move the decimal, right? So my y value is going to be 3.3. Okay, so we go back up to the top. Is going to be x comma 3.3. How do you find the x value? Go back up to the beginning.
Plug it in.
Okay, which one do you want to plug it into?
What we solved for.
Plug it into the one that we have circled. All right? So let's just do this in our head. 3.3 goes right here. What is 3 times 3.3?
9.9.
9.9, right?
Yeah.
And what is 12 minus 9.9? Well, let's see. What's 12 minus 10? What's 12 minus 10? 2, and then you got 0.1 left over. So isn't it 2.1? There you go. Done. Calculator will help you. Now, method number 3. This is even easier than the other two. It's called elimination.
Holy cow, we just got done with the first one.
Yep. We got 3 of those, we got 3 of these. Alright, we need the steps. Number 1. Line up your variables. Number 2. Get opposites on a variable of your choice.
I got flip the page.
What is Myers? Myers, what does opposites mean? What are opposite numbers?
Like
4 and
negative.
negative 4, right? So if you have a 4x and a negative 4x, that's good, right? What about like 9? 9y and negative 9y, that's good. That's what you want, okay? You line your stuff up, and you get opposites on whichever one you like. Now some of them will already be set up for you. All right? Mr. Collins, why don't you send that over here a little bit? Okay, write this down. 3x plus 5y equals negative 21. Negative 3x minus 2y equals 12. Does anybody in here want to graph this? No way. That would be just too obnoxious. Would anybody in here want to use substitution for this problem?
Sure. No.
Ow.
Good.
Well,
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing no elimination would be good.
Substitution would be really obnoxious because you'd have thirds and fifths and halves and stupid fractions. But look, 3x and negative 3x, aren't those opposites?
So you can choose one?
So what I can do is just add the whole equations together, right? And then this would be canceled
Just because those two are alike?
because they're opposites, right?
Right.
3y.
They're eliminated. Okay? So when you add up this column, they're eliminated. Okay? When you add up this column, look, it's 5y minus 2y. That would be 3y equals negative 21 plus 12 is negative 9. There.
That's it.
Some crazy.
Now we got one variable already. Wow.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is cool.
Okay, let's divide by 3, divide by 3.
Every.
Okay, y is negative 3. And remember, your job for the next 2 weeks is to write your answer as a coordinate.
Okay, man.
Has to be. Now, this part's a little bit harder than before, but still the same. How could I find x now?
Plug into one of them.
Plug it
Plug in
in.
the
Opposite.
negative.
Doesn't matter which one you plug it in.
It doesn't. They're both going to give you the same thing. So we can put step 3 here. Plug back in your value in any equation.
And the value would be when y equals 33.
Y is negative 3, right? Okay. Barton, you want to do the top one or the second one? Top one or the bottom one? Which one do you like better?
Let's do the second one.
Second one, okay. So negative 3x. All right, let's write this down. Negative 3x. Okay, Barton, look. Negative 2y, which would be negative 2 times a negative 3, which is a positive 6, right?
Right.
All right, and that's equal to 12. Okay, minus 6, negative 3x equals 6, divided by negative 3. 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2, so that goes right here.
That's perfect.
It's cooler.
You're cooler.
Okay,
Oh, I get it.
let's eliminate this one. You ready? 3x plus 2y equals 13. And negative 4x plus 4y equals 16.
Yummy.
All right, Mr. Gilbert, are my variables all lined up?
Yes, sir.
X's, y's, and constants?
Yep.
Mr. Gilbert, do I have opposites on any of these?
No.
No. Here I had 3x and negative 3x. That was good news. I have a 3 and negative 4. I have a 2 and a 4.
Could you substitute?
We could, but that's too annoying.
No.
We want to do elimination.
Okay.
What can we do to get opposites? We got to do something to get opposites. We could. Multiplying is probably better.
Times the top one by negative 1.
Okay, what would that give me?
Negative 3x minus 2y.
Divided by negative.
Negative 2 might be good. What? What'd she say? If you multiply it by negative 2, look. Put a big set of parentheses around here and put a negative 2 out in the front. What is that getting me?
That you won't.
Look, this negative 2 is going to multiply by this positive 2 and give me what?
Negative 4.
Negative 4, and I have a positive 4 here. So this I'm going to rewrite down on the second line. Okay?
Basically what sorry.
Watch. Negative 2 times 3, that's a negative 6x. Okay? Negative 2 times 2y is a negative 4y. Okay? Negative 2 times 13 is a negative 26. And when you add these up, what happens? the y values are eliminated.
Did you add all?
Wait, you just confused with the line?
Would you only take the bottom two x's or the three x at top two?
Just the bottom two. Just the bottom two, because I just rewrote this one to get these to be opposites, 4y, negative 4y. Okay, now we just add our columns up. What is the first column added together?
Negative 10x.
Negative 10x. Okay, those are canceled. What is the second column added together?
Minus 10.
Negative 10.
Wait, how do you get negative 6 out of that?
Right here, I got negative 2 times 3. This was my multiplier. Write your multiplier down so you know what you're multiplying everything by.
When you said that.
Say again?
I was looking at my paper when you said
Got it. Now let's divide by negative 10. Divide by negative 10. It's canceled. X equals 1.
Still don't get
Now my final solution is 1 comma something.
Plug it into either one.
Pick one.
Negative 4.
Right here?
Yep.
Sounds good. So negative 4 times x, or negative 4 times 1, is a negative 4, plus 4y, plus 4y, is equal to 16, is equal to 16. Drink wine, solve it. What's the next step?
Add 4.
Correct.
4y equals 20.
4y equals 20.
Y equals 5.
Divide by 4. Y is 5. 1 comma 5.